and welcome to the show. We are here today on GTA 5 having a crash on the grid, it would seem. Are we going for a pit lane start? Is this what we're going for? Are we going for all a pit lane start? Why is there a red car over? Oh, it's parked up on the actual like central bit. Are we going for a pit lane? Sure. Oh, I see what they're doing. They've blocked Chris in so there can't be a jump start. You know what? I like the thinking. That is some top-notch planning right there. That is how you prevent jump starts. You get everybody parked. Oh no, Chris is reset. I sense a sneaky jump start is afoot. Okay, well they didn't. We were ready to stop a sneaky jump start. There we go. We're going to stop the sneaky jump start. The sneaky jump start is on anyway. It's happened. We're going! Oh, Liam did an excellent takeout, and we're going to make sure Chris is over there. Right, funnily enough, you might notice we're not taking this very serious. Well, we never take the GTA all that seriously on the first race for the launch. It's fine. We have Slipstream and catch up on. We'll bring everyone back together again. We'll mess around a little bit. It's a new way to mess about at the start of the race. We're going to go flying down here and have a little bit of a look somewhere. No, not quite. Not going to be close enough through this section. We get a really good run. Oh, Blakey had to have a sudden sort of yank away from the wall there. Oh, clip the wall. Oh, we murdered a Scotty. We actually straightened Scotty up. Oh, Chris has gone for the area overtaking. Peg has jumped out of the map. That's not where you're supposed to go in this one, really, is it? We're going to let Scotty go as we did slightly tag the back of that car. Cause all sorts of problems here. We're going to go and get into the draft and see what we can do here. We're 14th. Now, is it an ideal position? No, not really. However, we've got plenty of race to go. Again, this is why we have Slipstream and catch up on. If you have a bad first lap, or if we prat around too much at the start, there is always a chance to recover. So, here we go. Ollie has fallen over at turn 1 in spectacular fashion, I might add. That is a big, big two-wheeled moment right there. I mean, didn't go all the way over, which I'm kind of impressed by. Let's see what we can do from back here. Now, the leaders, someone's out wide. There is a building. There's a building in the runoff area, basically. You don't want to hit that building. The FIA would definitely not approve of this circuit. Someone else took the fence out, so I'm happy to jump that corner a little bit. If the fence is there, I'm never going to do it, because cutting through the fence loses you all the speed you'd gain from jumping the corner. But if someone else has taken out the fence, then screw it. I'm going to take that sneaky line if I can. It moves us up into 10th, all of this. Lado was a bit... I think it was Lado, actually, that was wide and almost hit the building. So that's where we got past the blue car. Oh, we've found the lead group of vehicles up ahead. We're going to sit in the draft of Scotty here. Someone's done a front flip. Danger Man, how have you done that? What? How have you... I just go around a corner to find a car vertically nose first in the air. Wait, nose down in the air. You know what? I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure the correct grammatical terms in there. Brazen's going backwards through turn 1. I'm guessing something bad happened. Probably a spin of some sort. We're going to sit on the back of Angus's car and not really be able to do all that much. That's fine. It's fine. We'll get back into the draft here. Again, we were getting a position, I guess, with Brazen being out, and the most important thing of all is we are closer to the pack of cars ahead. Angus hits the fence. Ewan's gone for a massive crash. Had a really good run on Angus, and I just couldn't do anything because Ewan's car was flipping through the air at that particular point, that particular moment in time. We're going to sit back into the draft and see what we can possibly do. Can we have a look? Not going to be able to do anything here. Not really. We get a big old toe all the way up the hill, but not quite enough. Liam's got a nice little bit of a lead going on there. We are going to be around the final corner, back onto the start-finish straight. We head... We're back to the group. This is the important bit here. We're back to the group. We are going to have to fight our way through. We're going to be involved for the rest of this race, which is something. Well, I say that. The hope is we're going to be involved for the rest of this race. You never know what might happen. There's a little bit of trading of paint between Gliska and Stevie. Second place has made a break away from this battling group of cars. We get a massive run. That's what we needed. Don't overshoot, don't overshoot. We did just a little bit. Pinged ourselves a smidge clear, but we are now back into the draft here of Stevie. Oh, Gliska and Chris got in trouble. I don't know whether they are both might have both been trying to get the curb. Someone might be on the outside and they're not realised, and someone got turned. This is all working wonders for Liam here. This is what Liam wants to see. I see how it is. I'm tempted to punt you for such rude behaviour going on right there. For such... Oh, well, karma got you. The power of karma, as demonstrated. That actually really screwed Stevie over there. That's an impressive level of karma. I was only going for a little bump, but no, karma decreed that car should be sideways and in a world of trouble. We are going to go and sit behind Scotty's car. We're going to get back past Angus. I mean, Angus actually done quite well at getting ourselves through all of this so far. Here comes the big toe. I mean, this is one of my favourite overtaking spots on the circuit. You've got to be really careful with it, though. We give plenty of space on the outside. It was a good attempt. Scotty actually gets a better run, though, through there. We cannot seem to do anything about Liam at the moment. Now, for a good part of this circuit, catch-up doesn't make a huge difference. However, the run up the hill is where it is going to matter. The hill that's coming up here, this is going to probably be where the biggest difference is. You can actually see how much slower Liam's car is on that exit. I mean, I've got a toe off the back of Scotty's car. Neither of us are getting slowed down by the catch-up. So we slingshot our way past Scotty. Don't sit on the curb like Stevie did. We've already seen what can happen. Next lap, we should probably be caught up with that black machine. Scotty's looking for a curb boost. I don't know whether you can curb boost on that inside one. It's not a particularly big curb. It's not easy to drop. So the curb boosting works by dropping your wheel over a curb and then coming back again. Basically, it's the... I can't remember the fine details. It's something to do with the way that pisses around with the suspension, makes the car a little bit faster. You get like a momentary boost. Or it might be something to do with gears, actually. It might change it. Whatever the hell it does something that makes the car a little bit faster, which is why you see a little bit of it going on. Of course, it is quite dangerous at times as well. Ooh! There was a 50-50 chance I was going to hit that and just spin off of it. We got really lucky there. While curb boosting gives you a little bit of speed, slipstream will give you a lot more. So, you know, curb boosting won't save you from slipstream related stuff. I had to back out of that. If I hadn't, Angus was going to put us in the wall. Not intentionally, Angus was on a funny line and hit the big yellow pipe. So I had to back out of that one. Blakey's actually got a really good run here. If I can stick with the orange car, we can get the draft up the hill. Scotty's busy battling with Liam. Are we close enough to have a look through this final turn? This final turn's actually a bit of a tough one. It's quite the Titan radius corner, really. And you kind of turn in. Wait, I keep finding myself turning in way too soon. There goes Team Orange back to a podium spot. We've got a couple of laps to go here where we may be able, just possibly, to do something. Right. We've been there or thereabouts. See, last lap we were right up with the group. Angus is going to be really brave, and Angus messes it up. That's a brave place to try and overtake. That is a very, very brave place to try and overtake. And I wasn't really expecting that one to come off. Unfortunately, we gave the space as much as we could in that, but I mean, there was space as Angus turned in a tiny bit too much and hit the inside post. Now the problem is, you do that on your own, it's fine, but when I'm on the outside, you do that, you hit the back of my car, it ends up putting me in an awful lot of bother. We might struggle to catch up to the leaders. Scotty leads from Blakey and Liam. They're all in a group, but we are way too far back now. We might catch the Brazen and Danger Man. It really does depend on how this group does through all of this. I think Angus may have lifted there to let us back. It's very difficult to let cars back past around this track because a lot of it's very narrow. You can't just immediately pull over because you're going to make it so difficult for everyone else who's still racing. So, yeah, you've got to pick and choose your moments, perhaps, for that. If we can get in the draft of Ewan, we are going to be pretty sorted, I should think. Right, here we go. Oh, that's the second time I've hit that concrete pipe, which is not what I want. Angus is to the inside. Angus might get that pass worked, although we can drop the wheels over the curb through the next part. We will again down here. We're still side by side. I mean, this is where we were last time around. Angus does finally yield. We're going to kill ourselves fighting over 7th, and Ewan is going to get away here if we aren't careful. Our best bet, we got a fairly decent run. We are actually catching the leaders, you know. If we can... Okay, we've dropped Angus through there. We got a much better run. If we have a mega lap, if me and Ewan are smart about this, maybe by the end of this, we're going to be in an absolutely wonderful place. I need to be a little close. If I could have got some slipstream down here, that would have been great. There's a chance. There's always a chance. You never give up. Never surrender. We've seen it with GTA 5 races before. You never know when there's a chance. When the lead group is this close, there's always the possibility of some sort of shenanigans going on. Scotty and Danger Man got into trouble through there. That's 2 less cars I have to actually physically pass on track, so to speak. The bad news is it's actually spread the lead group out. Liam's got further away here, which is not what we need. We want everyone as close together as possible. We get that's a lovely run through there. We've got so much momentum going on here, but I've got nowhere to go with it. Liam's got a massive, massive lead in this one. I've had to lift all of that lovely momentum I had. I just couldn't use. Ewan's put a wheel on the curb, gets very, very sideways. We're around past the building. Brazen gets a good run up the hill. He's desperately trying to get into the slipstream of Liam. I've got nothing. We've got nothing back here. We were too far back from Blakey to get a slipstream tow. We are not going to be in the battle for the lead in this one. Sadly, Ewan has got past us. Ewan might actually get us to the finish line. I thought we could be sneaky here. We may duck back into line. We may get Ewan on this battle to the finish line. We do. Oh, it's going to be really close. I think Ewan may have actually pulled ahead there at the end. We'll have to wait and see on this. We'll have to wait and see, but I think Ewan may have beaten us to... No, Ewan didn't. Oh, it was so close, though. Danger Man gets fastest lap down in 7th place. We recovered, we just didn't. If we'd got in the slipstream of Blakey up the run up the hill, I might have been able to do something. Sadly, we didn't. However, a wonderful, wonderful race. So, the next vehicle we are going to be racing around here. We've got the Retinue. I seem to remember this being oversteery. I don't actually know. I feel like, well, it should be. It's a Escort Mark... I can never remember which way around they are. I can never remember which way around the 1 and the 2. I think this is a 1. Oh, well, roughly based on... I don't know what it is. My brain struggles to remember which way around the Mark 1 and Mark 2. Anyway, it's lightweight, rear-wheel drive, classic sports car that we're going to be driving here. As I said, I feel like it should be oversteery, but I could be completely and utterly wrong here. We've got an absolutely massive lead. What the hell has gone on? Someone's got the wrong side of the building already. It looked like a purple car of some sort went the wrong way. We bobbled some curbs, but that's fine. It looks like Lado may have had a bad time over there with the blue machine. So, we have got a huge lead on lap 1. Now, this is pretty rare. We don't often see this go on in GTA 5, especially not with us lot. You very rarely get a big everybody run, or someone runs away from the front of the field. Now, this is not going to last. We know this much. We know that Slipstream and Catch-Up is going to bring the rest of the pack back towards us. This happens, well, to make a more interesting race. If we didn't, well, I'd be having a very dull time in this. It'd be a very boring video, because I just cruise, well, theoretically I'd cruise around at the front unless I did anything really goofy. Behind, I could already see there's the teamwork going on. We have, I think it was Blakey and Chris at least. Oh, there's actually a few of them in there. The more vehicles there are together, the quicker they can catch. A car on its own is really going to struggle to chase down the leader. They'll do it over time with a catch-up, but on its own it's more difficult. If you have a big group of them, they can slipstream, like slingshot past one another, and that gets them even quicker forward. So, there was a big group. It's now not. It's now just Blakey, so we'll always see our point. Ooh, proved in a second. We're bobbling over some curbs. Right. Oh, and there goes the sliding. We've had a pretty poor lap here. Blakey is now right behind us. Yeah, it's a couple of corners. It got a little bit away from us, and as soon as it did, we have got a Team Orange car alongside. We're going to have a look and sit in the draft of Blakey's vehicle. I'm going to give a little bit of lift. It's not going to have anywhere to go through here. You're always better off being a little further back, setting the car up for a better run down towards turn 1. What has gone on behind us? This race has been weird so far. We've got a 3-car breakaway, which is me, Blakey, and Bumpy at the moment in this. And then there's a big old gap back to everybody else. So something must have occurred to have stopped everybody. Maybe there's like a track blocking crash. I believe that can go on. Well, there's a couple of places here where you could probably imagine it would. Blakey is sat in the draft. Is Blakey going to have a look? I don't think Blakey's close enough to have a dive through there. I'm going to turn in. I mean, if Blakey had done there, we would have turned in. I can't look back as I go to turn in and know necessarily. So we just have to make a judgment call just before the corner. Like here, for example, make a judgment call. Is there going to be a car having a dive? No, there isn't. We're going to be... Oh, we still get a little bit of a slide that I don't really want coming up here. We can dip a wheel over the edge. Bumpy is actually right with us now, and there's the group behind. I'm kind of worried. The 3 cars, we can deal with that battle. I can deal with a 3-car battle for the lead. That's no problem. If we start having a 7, 8-car battle for the lead, it becomes a problem. Funnily enough, there's so much going on that you can't keep track of everything. I can keep track of 2 other cars. I can't keep track of 8. We get a good run. Blakey's to the inside as well. Blakey may get both of us into turn 1. No, Blakey changed his mind. Blakey backed out of it through there. So, we once again have the lead of the race. But I think it's going to get busy. We've had a relatively calm time, although, ooh, suspension got all bobbly through there. Yeah, we've had a relatively calm time through that. Oh, Bumpy almost got to the door. We had a crash there last time around that wasn't our fault. Bumpy almost did it, but this time Bumpy was just wise enough. Backed out of it, stayed out of the way, and we maintained the lead, and there wasn't a massive accident. That's the bit that matters. We have got... they're busy fighting one another. That's what we want to see. This time around, we get up the hill very nicely. That is the line that you want. I didn't quite get the curb boosting going on, but we've actually got so far away that the cars behind aren't even getting a toe up the hill. If you can do that as the leader on the final lap, maybe you can win it. But that's a big ask. In fact, yeah, we're far enough away. I think that might have been Chris. I saw a grey car just go face first into the wall. So, entertaining, not what they needed for their race back there. Liam is coming to join us in this. It may soon be a 4. It's not quite been the group's not really stayed together. Either they've had more trouble with their racing, or there've been bumps and shunts. There's been trouble for cars. Oh, I got the turn in all wrong there because I was busy bobbling the curb. Oh, Liam's also got it wrong. It's still going to remain a 3-car battle for the lead because Liam hit a building. So we will keep the same 3 vehicle. It's a good thing we've got us 3, otherwise it's going to be a really boring video. Blakey's nuts. No one really wants to have a pass through there. Maybe on the final lap you would do it, but the rest of the laps you don't. We don't quite get that corner as nicely as we did last time. So if we win... If you get that corner spot on and get a glorious run up the hill, you can do it from the lead. But it also kind of relies a little bit on the cars behind having a fight. So we're going to have to be careful there. Bumpy's having a look alongside. Bumpy won't do it. Here we go. Here comes the draft down towards the first corner. And indeed, we take the lead once more. So, I mean, information for that important sprint to the finish line... There is definitely time. Has Liam recovered? Liam's actually recovered pretty well in that group from having had a meeting with a building that didn't go so well. I keep turning in too soon there and upsetting the car. Bumpy is going to go for it here. We're going to lift and give space, and Bumpy did the same thing on the inside. So both lost time to the group behind. Blakey has nowhere to go because we're side by side. Bumpy couldn't quite get... Yeah, here comes the group. So we slowed each other down massively through that corner. It's now going to be a 6-car battle for the lead of this race. There's a pink machine going to have a dive this time around. Still doesn't make it work. We are going to stick a wheel over the curb. There we go. That's fine. We run up the hill. We sneak it away a little bit here. Yeah, see, because we wouldn't be able to... I'm almost not even going to bother covering. There's no point me covering that inside. Bumpy's going to get past one way or another. So what we're better off doing is setting the car up for a run out of this corner. Now, this is fine when there's only 2 of us or 3 of us, but it's not even going to work here. Liam would get the pair of us, and there will come Blakey as well. Now there's a whole load more variables in this one. And another thing we're going to have to start dealing with as we went through that first corner, I've not really driven this car in traffic yet. We led from the off. We had some 1- and 2-car battle. Well, let's say 2- and 3-car battle. Sorry, can't really have a 1-car battle. I guess you can have a 1-car battle if you're doing rallying. You're battling against the stage. But yeah, that was an attempt by me. I thought we were going to carry enough speed through there. We gave space, of course, to Blakey on the outside, but yeah, we get a good run here. I've got nowhere to go though because Liam's in the way. Blakey's going to back out of that because he doesn't want to fight the yellow thing. Oh, we're to the inside of Liam. We're going to end up pinning Liam out wide here, but it's just going to make us both slow through that section, which probably wasn't the best idea. Oh, Blakey tried to go. I didn't quite have a chance to get across in time. We've got the draft. It's, well, 4 of us now heading towards this final corner. We've got a couple more. I think it's Chris and Dangerman are also in this fight. Will they be in a better place? We're so close. We're way too close to the cars ahead. No one's going to get any sort of draft here other than Chris. Back there, it's 5 wide across the line. We've still got 2 laps to go. This is going to end in tears. You know, there are times when you see a race and you have a sneaky suspicion it's going to end in tears. This looks like one of them races. I could be wrong. Angus is the other side of the wall. I don't quite know how they ended up there. We've got a mega run here, but not going to have anywhere to go with it. We're just going to sort of sit in line. Chris was slow through all of that, but is in the way. Can we sneak around the outside? Oh, we're up on 2 wheels. There we go. That's how you do it. Overtaking on 2 wheels at quite high speed on a very narrow circuit That is the fail race way if ever I saw it. We are going to... Oh, I wanted to go back into line. I didn't want to be side by side through all of this. That's the problem there. We're going to try and push Blakey up towards the back of Liam because I don't really want to have to try and get out of the draft there. We were having a good run, so we'll just push Team Orange forward. You know, if I can't win, we want another orange car to win, ideally. We're still... Whoa, what the physics went on there? How on earth did that one happen? We have led from the off, and then we got curbed. We got curbed hard as well there. Ah, there's one more lap to go. Chris has waited for us. It was not Chris's fault in that one whatsoever. I mean, we got a little bit of... I think Chris might be waiting for us. There's nothing Chris could have done in that one. Absolutely nothing. We got squeezed to the inside, which was fine, I thought, but we just... The curb we hit, and the car was spat 90 degrees in the middle of the track. So, yeah, I mean, there's no way Chris was ever going to be able to avoid that one. Not with my car parked across the middle of the road. I was trying to get it recovered, trying to get it out of the way, but there's only so much you can really ever do there. There was... Liam may have had some sort of issue. Did Liam... I don't know, I thought I saw another car in there in the wall. No, Liam had some sort of issue as well. It was up until lap 8, it was glorious. Lap 9, it all fell apart for us. There was very little... I say very little we could have done in that one, sadly. It felt like I should have been okay to drive over that curb, but alas, we were not okay for that one whatsoever. Let's maybe not battle the curb too much down here. Yeah, we just got squeezed through there and the car decided to point the wrong way. Well, it's going to probably be a 9th place for us. Not very much a big AI crash across the finish line. 9th place for us. Not much more I could have done in that. Sadly, fantastic race for 8 of the laps. Well, almost 8 of the laps. We hit a curb, we got pointed the wrong way. Scotty gets fastest lap, the only one... Oh, not the only one, but into the 59. Bloody hell, 59.0 as well. Brazen was just into the 59s. That's a hell of a lap. I suspect a lot of slipstream went on. Anyway, there we have it. It was a very, very good race. It's a fantastic track, and thank you very much to Scotty for building this one. It is, yeah, one hell of a circuit. That, though, is going to... be it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, a goodbye.